Are you just tired of trying different diets, spending money on each one of them, and you're at the point where you don't want to try anything else? Are you at the point where you look at yourself in the mirror and you hate the way you look? Most of the time you're feeling tired, low energy, even early in the day where you just woke up from sleep. You keep asking yourself, what is wrong with me? And you step on the ladder and you just get shocked of that vicious number that you see on the scale. That number that just scares you to death. Well, you're not alone in this vicious cycle. I am in no means a professional athlete or work out regularly. A year and a half ago, I have gone through different diets, spent money, followed each diet to the letter. And during the diet period, I spent those 2-3 weeks feeling happy about myself, accomplishing something. However, deep inside me is sadness because I feel restricted to certain type of food that I don't enjoy and only waiting for the diet to be over. The problem that all of these diets have in common is that you can't have them as a lifestyle. They are short-lived. I used to be in a range of 174 to 179 pounds, and for me, that is an overweight. I'm not a big guy. I am about 5'7" to 5'8" tall. So with that weight, I was always 10 to 15 pounds over the chart. Nowadays, and because of the lifestyle I have, I am always between 159 to 164 pounds. With this lifestyle, I am enjoying the food I like and staying in shape for life. I don't want anybody out there to think, here we go again, another diet that I have to go for 2 to 3 weeks and go through the same cycle again. That is absolutely not the case here. I don't even want you to think like you are going through a diet, because you are going to keep your own diet. I'm not asking you to eat the same food I eat. So to go through that experience together in these 3 weeks, for the last 3 weeks, I have gained about 15 extra pounds just to go through the experience with you. And my wife was asking me, what's wrong with you these days? So I would like to walk with you all in the same steps and encourage each other. So please share it with all of your friends. You may be in a good shape and you don't need this program, but some of your friends may do. So please share it with them. The scientific fact about how we lose weight is very simple, and everyone out there have experienced it. The diet promoters, by the way, always want you to believe that you lost weight because of their program. In reality, losing weight is an immediate result of the calories intake restriction that we go through. Let's take, for example, a person that weighs about 200 pounds. He or she requires about 27 to 2800 intake calories per day to maintain that weight. So if we ask that person to cut down 500 calories per day, certainly he or she will lose weight in 1 month's time frame. So let's go ahead and dive into what exactly this program is about. By the way, I didn't mean to dive into this feast. We are going to do this program in 3 weeks. Every single change that we are going to adopt is going to be consistent for 1 week. Things that may not be clear now will be in a moment after I show an example. So first thing we need to do is weigh yourself. We need to know the starting point. Weigh yourself, write it down so you know exactly how much you weigh before you start. Second thing, which is very, very important, we need to quantify how much food we are eating in every single meal. And try not to add to what you currently eat, just quantify how much you are eating and write that down as well. So a simple way to do that, whenever you are about to eat your meal, put everything that you eat in one single plate. Don't pick a little bit, finish it, and go for more. That way you cannot keep track of how much you are eating. And the things that are not measured cannot be improved. So here's one type of breakfast that I normally eat. Omelette, 4 pieces of bread, and a cup of coffee. It's a big one, I know. I love coffee, I love bread. By no means I'm encouraging anybody that does not eat bread with omelette to start eating it, by no means. I'm just showing you an example of one type of breakfast that I eat. So I'm keeping my diet the same way, I'm not changing it. But I will show you a little slight change that I am going to do, and that slight change logic will apply to every single meal. So this is how much I eat: omelette, 4 pieces of bread, cup of coffee. What I will do, I will keep these 3 pieces of bread and come to the 4th one, and I am going to cut it in half and put this one back. This is my example for breakfast. I will do the same thing for lunch. I will look around and see the least healthy thing that I'm eating. I will just cut a little portion of it. For dinner, the same thing. Least healthy thing, just cut a little portion of it. And then keep that consistent for 1 week. The following week, I'm gonna go a little bit further. Instead of cutting this little piece of bread, I'm gonna cut the whole piece of bread. And that's how I am not sending any message to my brain telling it there is a big change coming, oh my God, I'm gonna starve, or anything like that. So I am still eating the bread I love, omelette, coffee, whatever you're eating. For your example, it may be you are eating cake. Cut a little portion of that cake, keep it aside, and enjoy the rest. So the takeaway point from here is to cut a little portion from every single meal that you eat per day, and you keep it consistent for 1 week. Same thing for the following week, you cut an additional similar portion and you keep it consistent for the rest of the week, and so on for 3 weeks period. This is what I have been doing for the last 1.5 years. I am enjoying the food I like, keeping my weight and diet under control, so this easily has become my lifestyle. It may not sound a big deal for someone out there, however, from the psychological point of view, a minor change that you keep consistent for 40 days can easily become a lifestyle. So the benefits we expect from this program are saving money in the long run, consistent and healthy weight loss, keep your food that you enjoy, and other health benefits. So go ahead and participate in this challenge, share it with others, and share your weekly progress with all of us in the comment section. Thank you.